Join.
Yes,
Yeah.
probably.
Can you activate it?
What's your
Lucky 111777.
All right.
He's warm too.
All right. Oh, we have some friends.
It says send request.
No, that's if you wanted to join.
Don't I want to join?
No, you're just watching. Oh, Mary's here. She's watching the start.
Mary. Oh.
Mary Tan. Oh, there's a lot of people. We have Dr. Katie Kangas.
Oh, is this what really delayed?
Slightly.
Very.
Well, that's what they see.
Good to know.
All right. It looks like we're live. I'm going to go ahead and invite
Hello, Mr.
Russell. Oh.
Hey everyone, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Hi. Yay! Hi.
How are you?
Thank you for inviting me to your happy hour, which I wish I had a drink in my hand. I do have a drink in my hand, but not a real drink. But I'm in my new office space. I'm moving my physical practice from Solana Beach, San Diego area up to Oceanside, San Diego area. And I'm in my new space and seeing patients here tomorrow. So just kind of getting set up.
Awesome. That's exciting. Congrats.
Yeah. Thank you. I still do lots of telemedicine, so I split my time between telehealth and in-person visits. Who's the kitty cat?
His name is Russell.
Oh, fantastic.
He's a beautiful Russian blue, about 10 years old, and just a purr factory.
Aw, that's awesome. Purring is one of the best sounds on the planet.
Isn't
Help
it?
us. Yes, it's so calming and soothing, and like listening to a purr is like taking an adaptogen. It's just great for our vibration to balance out.
Yes.
Kitties are wonderful contributors for that. It's funny, I don't know if you can here I'll see. I'm setting up, but my dog is working hard. Oh, that's not, I can't do it, but there he is.
No. Oops. I didn't mean to do that.
Hard at work.
We're still good, I
meant to
think.
say cancel, but I think I said send.
I think we're okay. You just might want to.
Oh, can you not hear?
No, we can hear.
Okay.
Can
That was my fault.
We're good.
Sure.
All right.
So how have you been?
Really good. Thank you. Very excited to hear some of the stuff you guys want to talk about because I just learned about the new lickable product and I'm super stoked. So I'm happy that you're talking about that tonight. You both know, obviously, I have such a passion and background in dental health. And as an integrative veterinarian, I love to tell people that I have such a deep appreciation for dental health being so impactful to whole body health. You can't be in good health if you have poor dental health, or our pets the same. So I always love to talk about anything dentistry related or dental health related because it impacts holistic health tremendously.
Absolutely. What are your thoughts on the importance of the tongue biome?
The cat ladies, I think.
I would love to learn more. I mean, honestly, Dr. Emily, I don't know a lot about the tongue biome. I certainly know, the importance of the role of the oral microbiome and all the niches in the body. I mean, there's so many areas of microbiome throughout the body. Obviously, the gut biome being the most, talked about and familiar, but everything has its place, the skin biome, the everything. And I have to say, I don't know much about the tongue biome.
Well,
So,
yeah. Cat ladies.
hey,
my God.
girl, hey, hey, June and Jay, how are you?
So
good.
excited! Oh
How
my
are you
God!
guys?
Happy
Good to
National
see your
Dental Health
cheery
Awareness Month.
faces. Love it.
I just want to give a shout out to Dr. Katie Kangas because you, my beautiful human, are the reason that I took control of my own dental health. So thank you. Yeah, you
Thank
are
you.
brilliant
Oh, thank
and you're
you.
beautiful.
Thank
Thank
you, thank
you.
you. As are you, both of you. I love just that energy that emits from you every time I see you. It's just supercharging. Thank you.
Same. Ditto, ditto.
Ditto,
Okay.
ditto.
Wait, tongue health?
Yeah,
Well,
can we talk a little bit about the
I
reservoir
love.
for a moment?
I mean, because holistic dentists always tell you to scrape your tongue and get all that, layer and bacteria off your tongue. And I've always wanted to know more about tongue health. So
Yeah. Well,
Let's talk about it.
yeah. People have known about it for millennia. We've been scraping our tongues for a long time, but the tongue harbors so many microbes that recolonize the mouth. And it's the first thing in the morning that kind of sticks to the roof of your mouth, and that stickiness is the biofilm, and it emits some pretty stinky stuff while you're sleeping, right? And in cats and dogs, it's not like they can scrape their tongue, right, and refresh their tongue microbiome on a daily basis. So we created a lickable treat specifically built to kind of focus in on the tongue microbiome and really help with that, because that's one of the unmet needs I feel in the dental space for pets.
that is fascinating and great that you put it into such an applicable product for them. Assuming it's totally palatable and, cats are happy with it too and all of that.
I,
Yeah.
I,
Got beef liver. It's like freeze dried.
Yep.
And salmon too, I saw.
So yeah, we've got beef.
I love it. That is awesome. And so that means if it's on their food, it doesn't lose efficacy. Like we're still supporting the biome, whether they're licking it up by itself, separate from food, or whether it's a food topper. Is it still totally helpful either way?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can see he's delicately licking it, which is fine. You just have to coat a little bit throughout the day. Sorry, he's a salmon, so I had to hide that in my shirt.
Where
Good
did you,
hideaway.
Dr. Stein,
Yes,
where did you find this cat?
who is this baby?
Orange cat. He's a 10-year-old Russian blue, and he's the sweetest.
Gorgeous.
I love him.
Yeah.
He went straight to her.
Yeah, I'm special. I'm special, I guess.
You are. Our
You
cats,
do.
our cats.
You attract the.
When Dr. Emily came to our house, she's a magnet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
kitties are coming. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. And so, Dr. Emily, is the goal of that product to have them lick it several times throughout the day? Like, do you recommend to give it to them 2, 3, 4 times a day kind of thing? Or?
Yeah, a sprinkle. Sprinkle. Okay.
Awesome. That's so great as even a treat between meals because it's something that's fun for them. And, it's like giving them a treat without really giving them calories and food. You're just giving them something super helpful for their oral health. That is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, and the goal is to actually reinforce and keep those microbes on that keto diet. So a little tiny bit of extra animal protein really helps keep. If you have a dog, even cats, you just sprinkle a little bit
Lick
on,
mat.
and the cleaning action of a lick pad is great.
Ah.
You can also put on plushy toys or food, whatever causes them. In all of our studies, they're actually licking it, which is really great. So it's really driving the action of the tongue microbiome and really improving that for overall oral health.
When you
Love it.
said
And
a sponge, it's basically a sponge. So it'll
the tongue
absorb.
is like a sponge. Is that what you're saying, Lindsay? Wow. And so is this product then, it works well with your main product that goes in the water? Like, is that doing something different? Is that doing more of like the whole comprehensive biome where this is focusing a little more on the tongue biome and so they just work well together?
Yeah, so the concentrate we have is the powder that ideally goes in water or a bone broth or goat's milk, and that's already goes directly into solution. So it's soluble and it can go all the way down below the gum line. It can go into the back. It flushes the mouth, and this is specifically focused on really going into those pores in the tongue and in the hairs behind on the cat, just really driving those microbiomes.
Wow. What an incredible concept and an incredible development. I am
Yeah,
so thrilled. I
it's a
have to
game changer.
say, your product, as Jay and Adrian know, I love the teeth product and I just promote it, up, down, and central. I just absolutely love it. And one of the things I love to tell my clients, and anytime I'm talking about dental health, is one of the big misnomers that a lot of people have about dental health is thinking that when they're looking in their pet's mouth, that what they're seeing is face value for what's going on. And I love to inform people that up to 60% of dental pathology, which is problems or, disease, can be hidden below the gum line, up to 60%. And so when we're looking, even as a veterinarian, when we're examining a pet and we're looking in their mouth, we may only be getting a 40% perspective of what's really going on. And a lot of it is hidden under the gum line, which is why professional dentistries are so important. But it's also why the teeth product is so amazing. Because I tell people brushing, toothbrushing is obviously a gold standard of dental health for all of us, for humans, for pets. But even when you're brushing, you can only get the gum line and maybe a few millimeters subgingival if if you're brushing well and those bristles are going under there. But you're not getting deeper under the gum line. So even your brushing misses getting rid of some of these bad bacteria, and the products you've created literally grab and neutralize, get rid of those bacteria that are below the gum line that you can't even do with brushing. It's such a fabulous method, especially for pets that you can't brush, but even with pets that you can, it's a remarkable benefit for them.
Agreed.
It really is a game changer.
1000%.
I saw a comment fly by about the new product. It is teeth for cats that we also have about the palatability, and I just want to say, brilliantly, it is. It is. We feel like it makes our
Tasteless.
cats drink their water more, and if you put it in the food, it is essentially undetectable. Are you about to lick it yourself? So that's what's great about
That's
it.
weird,
So
Em.
even for
Weird.
picky
weird.
kitties, there will. Oh, these. I'm just saying. Like right now, I'm like I have this like I don't know. It's like a palpable vibe.
Okay, so
Like
wait, real
Better
quick
for
question. Are you
pets.
making lickables for humans too?
Do you want to lick some too?
Well, see, you do have the lemon water. You do have the powder that's lemon. It's got real
I,
lemon rind
we
in it,
already had
right?
ours
That's
today.
lemon flavored.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. And I take my lozenge, multiple lozenges every day. I love them.
Oh,
This really is. I think it's so awesome, especially being here with you, Dr. Katie Kangas, because
Thank you.
like the amount of intellectual situation going on
it's
between
real
you
big.
and Dr. Stein and
And
Lynn's,
Lynn's.
you too.
And Lynn's.
Yeah, you too. I I just feel like it is incredible to be part of something that's so exciting and fun, and it is literally changing the world. It is
Yes.
moving the needle.
Thank you.
And Dr. Kangas, I know that you've seen this because it was your presentation that I was there at Thriving Pet years ago, 2 years ago almost, uh, where you were talking about dental health, and I really feel like it is when you understand, you get to see the casualties of dental disease. You've seen them,
Yeah.
and so I cannot like underscore how much it means that you recognize how amazing this is and how much you
Yes.
probably waited for something like this.
Thank you so much. And I'm just so appreciative to you and Jay that, you have such a following and you're such a, contribution source for everybody that you're able to get this out there. We're all passionate and Dr. Emily creates and she's like the science genius and I'm just jumping on board with all my knowledge, getting excited about it. And then here you guys are helping us deliver it to more and more people. So thank
We
you.
want to get it
Dr.
out there
Kangas,
so hard.
I like we could all four of us could tell you, but it is crazy how much how we are realizing in the past 4 days
How
since we
needed
launched
this product
this
is.
co-brand with Teeth, how needed this product is. We knew, but we didn't know that they knew, right? Like we didn't know that people knew how
Girl.
needed it was. We knew that we needed to tell them how needed it was. It is crazy. Like we have
It's
sold out already in 48 hours. We've sold
I
out of all the,
Oh my
and
gosh,
they're
that
just
brings me
begging for more.
Oh, that makes me so happy to hear
Yeah.
that. It's one of the best ways to impact pet health, overall health, by supporting their oral health. And everybody knows that it's really difficult to brush most kitties' teeth
Right.
and even a lot of dogs too.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
brushing teeth is always a great goal, but most people fall short of that goal. And to have such an impactful and easy user-friendly thing to do is just invaluable.
It
So
is.
I'm stoked.
And
It is.
just to kind of make an analogy that I think is quite relevant, we all shave, right? Either our legs, our pits, our face. And you're just removing the top part of the hair, but below the, there's still the follicle, right? With,
Gonna
where
come back.
you're get so much,
Ooh,
right? You're only going to get so much with the tooth.
Yep.
that is a
Yep.
great analogy.
It's totally a good analogy.
I didn't know where you were going at first with the
Yeah.
shaving part,
And
but
the other thing that I will say is this product, all of the teeth products, are so much more impactful than anesthetic free dentistry.
Yeah.
That's the other thing, is to make the connection of a lot of people spend money taking their pets into either a pet store that has a dental hygienist or their groomer. A lot of times, hey, do you want the groomer to brush the teeth or scale the teeth, if they offer that. And the thing that I like everybody to know is that is, for most practical purposes, that is only cosmetic, a cosmetic service. Because when they're just scraping the tartar off or scaling the teeth on the crown, the part of the tooth you can see, and not getting under the gum line, the teeth look prettier, but the health is no better in the mouth.
Right.
And so it's so much better to apply that money that someone might spend doing that into something that is easier, less stressful for the pet, not no stress for the pet, and totally
Yeah.
effective. So,
And totally
yeah.
affordable.
and Dr. Emily, I want to touch on this for a second, because on the live launch that we did on Saturday, we were talking about how so many things that are out there have side effects of some kind or another, right? But the waterfall effect of using teeth has this whole body benefit. I They're like how, and Dr. Kangas, you probably see this when dental health is bad. You see the body responding to the infection, to the
Absolutely.
disease.
Yep.
Yep. It's fatiguing. And I know Dr. Emily knows this too. I think her passion of creating this product was, helping, a family member that also had periodontal disease. And I've seen it in my patients. I've seen it in human family members and friends that when somebody has poor dental health and periodontal disease, it's fatiguing to the body.
Yeah.
So, it really drains the body of energy because the body's constantly having to fight off that infection and, try to deal with that. And so you're right, when the oral health gets better, not only, and I love to tell people, when your pet's breath gets better, because that's what people comment on all the time with the teeth product. Within a week of using it, they're like, "Oh my gosh, my pet's breath is so much better."
Yep.
And I'm like, and that is a testament, because that bad odor is coming from bad bacteria are
Yep.
releasing those odors. So when the breath is better, you know that a shift has occurred in the mouth, in the health of the mouth and the microbiome in the mouth. And that is so beautiful to see. But a lot of times people see their pet's energy come up. They're just feeling better. They're brighter. I've talked to humans who start using these products and they're doing so much better. I even have a family member, Dr. Emily and Lindsay both know this, who got life changing results out of the human teeth product, where he had a chronic eye issue, a keratitis, so inflammation of the cornea, and he'd had it for 5 years, and he had done everything conventionally and holistically, with everything, acupuncture and everything holistic that we could think of. And then when I met the teeth product, I'm like, okay, you got to try this. And it's like, okay, fine, I'll try anything at this point. And literally his eyes completely cleared up, and he is free of keratitis for years, for 3 years now. Yeah,
Wow. Wow.
completely life changing, because that was very painful. It's an inflammatory condition that's also very painful,
Oh,
and the eyes are very, very sensitive. And it's just a testament to show that your dental health is connected to, that's why we know comorbidities like diabetes and heart disease and kidney and all this stuff is related to dental. But a lot of people don't realize your brain, your eyes, I mean everything, and they're so close to your mouth that there's just inflammation and bacterial load that is sharing.
Yep.
And Dr. Emily and Lindsay, and these products really life changing for a lot of people and a lot of pet people.
And thank you for that. But like the that's a great opening to the gut health too. So oral health leads to eye problems, sinus problems, kidney problems, all these different things. We have a question about if it's safe for start changing microbiome. That's what you swallow, and that goes down to the gut, and basically that will balance that as well.
Yeah.
So it is a full body through process that can start to change the oral microbiome. It's the beginning of that digestive tract.
That's awesome.
So
I love that you brought that up. I tell my clients that all the time. I, explain that it's a water additive, or you can put it in the bone broth or the goat milk or whatever. But I'm like, yeah, and the way it works is when they drink it, it's going to slosh around the mouth and it's going to help the oral microbiome, and then they swallow it, and then it helps the gut biome and the rest, systemic body as well. So
actually, a study right now at the Como Zoo with primates and large cats. So what we're doing is like a full-on readout of like the fecal readout, so that we'll be able to really see the results of oral and like digestive and the whole shebang. So we're excited.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I just have to say, first of all, I want to know all the details of the fecal readouts because I'm cat crazy. I love
crazy
learning
cat
stuff
shit
from
crazy.
from poop. But we've got to jump off because we've got a podcast coming up shortly. But
On dental health.
I wanted to leave this because Lindsay, what you just said, and I think that more people will benefit from kind of hearing what Dr. Emily shared on Saturday. So many questions that we get are about cats with IBD, and Dr. Kangas, as you know, like that is IBD, IBS. It's kind of a bucket that they throw all of these gastrointestinal issues in, and they're very concerned about adding anything into their cat's diet, into their cat's routine in any way. And so as we jump off, could you share a little bit about that? Because I feel like that's a big problem. Like Lindsay was saying, gastrointestinal health, that the gut microbiome as well, but the benefit of this and how it is something that basically you explain it because you're the smart one, but in a way that's like,
Got it.
it helps. It can only help. It can't hurt.
Absolutely. And I love that you brought that up because, lead in with Lindsay and then more,
Yeah.
addition from you is that a lot of people know that gut health is one of my passions because it is so common in our pets and it is so impactful to everything. So focusing on gut health is an extremely good way to, promote all health. So
Yep.
yeah.
Take it from here for our IBD kitties. We love
All
you guys
Thank you
so
guys
much.
so much.
Dr. Katie,
Have
it's
a
so
great
good to see you. Dr.
podcast.
Emily.
Say hi to the
Lindsay,
other
love you
Dr.
so
We
Katie.
love you guys.
much.
All right. Love
We'll see you
you.
soon.
Awesome. Yeah. So I think she covered it well. You covered it well, but I am all about gut health. So I agree. This product is setting the stage for improved. I always tell people, the gut microbiome starts with the mouth microbiome. It's connected. It's the first part of, getting to the gut. So it's all connected.
Yep. Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, you know what? Right, of course, when you come to me, my light goes out. I apologize. How are you guys?
hi, Mary from Whiskas Media.
Hello,
Hello.
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 I've got all my little fuzzy friends. This is Fleur.
Fleur, you are so cute.
She just won some things. She just had her brand new powder as well. She loves the salmon. It's her favorite. And then of course this is Franklin. Franklin
Oh, what a
is the one who
cutie
was
and a great
hanging
name.
out at the teeth booth.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. So
He's the famous Franklin.
Oh,
he travels with me wherever I go. He is so food motivated. So right now he's gonna lick everything clean. Absolutely. So how are you guys? I'm so excited to be here.
oh, welcome. We're so excited that you can be here.
Yeah, I totally obsessed with your products because you were talking a little bit about how Franklin sometimes has some bad breath, but your approach protein powder and your regular kits. Fantastic.
Awesome.
Totally cleans up his breath. And
Awesome.
he likes to sleep up really close to me, so I like I can smell it, and I'm like, Franklin, and he can like wake me up and that sort of thing. So it's kind of annoying.
Yeah. So some of the microbes that are driving some of that stink and perio are actually in cats linked to cat acne. So be aware, people. The same microbe, it's Cutibacterium acnes. It's a big driver in cat and human perio is linked to cat and human acne. So they both like anaerobic conditions. They make stinky stuff. So that might be one of the culprits.
That
Yeah, so
is
I need
awesome.
to ask you guys this because Franklin is going through a lot of issues. So he has chin acne. He has the worst chin acne. And he's had black gunk in his ears since he was a kitten. So he's actually on prednisone right now. And that's not good. So I am just doing it to clear up his ears. So I'm hoping teeth can have an impact on that because it's so annoying. He's also getting allergy shots.
Oh yeah, sounds like he's activated. Dr. Kangas, what do you
Yeah.
think?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I was gonna say, I mean, is he on prednisone because he's so itchy, or
Yeah.
like was it really inflamed? Okay. I've
Both actually.
definitely I've actually used teeth for ears specifically, like mixing it in saline and using it as a little ear flush. It's
Really?
amazing. So if there's yeast and bacteria in
Yeah.
there, I mean, it's, not, there's no downside to using it ever, but if there's yeast and bacteria in there, I use it topically on skin all the time and in ears. And so I was just going to mention, and Dr. Emily can back me up here, I would take a cotton ball soaked in teeth, like the water solution you make, like the
Yeah.
drinkable solution, and then sponge it and saturate his chin. And that can help. I mean, I have literally seen terrible dermatitis cases that are
Really?
dramatically better within a week and are resolved within a few weeks on teeth. If pets have, and cats don't get this as often as dogs, but pododermatitis, which is, infections in the feet where the paws get really
Yeah.
red and sore and pustules and even bloody sometimes, it can be really awful. And I have pet parents dip their pets' feet in, and there's not even contact time needed. You just need to submerge them and get them nice and soaked.
Mhm.
And so just for a couple seconds, dip them twice a day, and within days, the feet are dramatically better because the teeth solution is getting rid of the bad bacteria and yeast because the product competes with sugar, and bad bacteria love sugar and yeast love sugar. So this is such a beautiful thing for topical use as well as systemic use to cut down on the pathogenic groups of
Wow.
sugar loving yeast and bacteria.
Oh, that's amazing. Such a versatile
Topical use.
product.
Product is so versatile, I'm telling you.
Good.
Wow. Because you know what? I am spending like hundreds of dollars a month on all of this
Oh,
stuff. You know?
I know the yeah, it adds up, and that's, it's such a beautiful thing to be able to find natural things that are often less expensive than a lot of the conventional treatments, but secondly, obviously, that work and get more to the root of the issue, and this is just part of getting rid of the bacteria and yeast. Also, obviously, from a holistic approach, we want to assess everything and diet and is there allergies and all these other things so that we can, affect as many layers of the onion as we can to get the pet to a better balanced state. But this topical approach and oral approach with this, very specifically for any infections,
Mhm.
including dermatitis and this chin acne and ears,
Yeah.
really is such a great tool to add in to the toolbox.
So would you just take a syringe of the formula and put it in his ears? Is that how the
Yeah.
best way to do it?
And Dr. Emily, have you used water? I try to use saline. I don't know. I mean, you could use water. It probably
yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, what I use on my dog and what I use on my saline, my sinuses is the saline packets.
Huh?
Mix it with a scoop of teeth. Make sure that's sterile water and stuff, and then just irrigate or squirt. My dog, because he's prone to yeast ear. He's just a breed that's prone. So every 2 weeks, he gets a little. He runs away whenever he sees that squirt bottle. But that's what keeps. He hasn't had an infection since he was a puppy.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome. Just like you would use any ear cleanser, you just might have to put it in
Yeah.
a little syringe, or you could even put it in a little dropper bottle and just, put like a little dropper in there. That would work too.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
yeah,
This is like amazing information. Who knew? Like,
it's perfect that, you know, Emily started talking about chin acne, and here you are. Hey, Franklin has chin acne.
oh,
Like, thanks,
it's
thanks,
so
Franklin. That's a
terrible.
discussion that was needed, apparently.
Yeah, so the other thing, like I I, I feed Franklin raw.
yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
oral transmission to a lot of places. Let me.
So the other thing is he's on some of these pharmaceuticals and they told me like he can't be on a raw diet taking like Atopica.
He can. He can be.
Thank you.
But that's, conventional veterinarians typically are very nervous about raw
Yeah.
regardless. But, they're concerned because that's an immunosuppressant. I've had many, many patients over the years that have maintained on their raw diet with that. So I would say it's not mutually exclusive.
Okay.
That said, sometimes there are situations where certain pets don't do well on raw,
Yeah.
but it shouldn't be just, like a black and white, haze on that so he can't eat raw. I wouldn't
Yeah.
necessarily, yeah. But I would always take everybody as an individual and work with them where they are. But raw food
Right.
is definitely my top bar if we can achieve that with the pet. And when it comes to dental health, I mean, that's something else I can add in the discussion is that anytime a pet is eating heavily processed food, that's going to drive more dental disease and more bad oral bacteria. And the funny thing is that most people have thought for decades that dry kibble helps to clean the teeth,
Right.
which has been very disproven, but there's a lot of people that still, believe that to be true. But most dry kibble have a lot of carbohydrate and sugar content, and anything, and of course that's going to drive bad oral bacteria, and anything that is heavily processed and heated at high temperatures is just more inflammatory. So you got
Mhm.
inflammation and you got sugars, and that's a bad equation for poor oral health. So raw food is quite the contrast, which is amazing. You don't have any of the processing, you don't have the sugars, you have natural enzymes that haven't been killed by the processing and the heat, so that's better for the mouth. So raw is definitely, obviously more natural and better for dental health.
Yeah, and just to put the nail in the coffin on that, in 1890s, and published a paper where they did a study on looking for liver stress in dogs, and they fed them all protein or protein and rice, and it was the protein and rice diet that caused the massive release of toxins and stress molecules. So it's I
That
could just go.
is amazing. And that long ago that they showed that. And
Wow.
there's still not a wide knowledge of catching up to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dental treatment on the market. They have rice or grains or wheats or barley, usually in the top 3 ingredients.
Yep. Yep. And what I love people to know too is just because the food is grain free doesn't mean it's low carb. In fact, a lot of the kibble type format of diets that are grain free have even more carbohydrate content than kibbles that have grain.
Thank you.
So yes, just because it's grain free does not equate to low carb. It just means not the
Wow.
typical grains. Yeah. So
That's amazing.
plenty of other carbs they can use that they put in the food and put large volumes in the food. So
So you guys, can you get teeth at veterinary clinics?
you can get it at mine, and I have an online
Okay.
store where I sell a lot of my commonly recommended products, which teeth is high on the list. And so we dispense a lot of it because I'm very focused on dental health as part of overall health, and so we do sell a lot of it, and it is on our online store, and I'm at infectcare.com. So intvetcare.com. And I do telehealth too. So I recommend it in my practice, but I also recommend it to people all around, you know, the country and beyond.
And thank you for that.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, of course. My pleasure. I'm just here helping animals and their people. And so thank you for giving me good products to do that.
Well, we need more people like you guys, like people that are
You.
holistic and you know really understand an animal's microbiome. And it's just because there's so much crap out there, and as a pet parent, you don't know. There's so much coming at you, and you know how they always say, you know, this kind of drives me crazy. But your cat will have, for example, a litter box problem, but actually, veterinarians don't have behavior training, correct? I
No.
mean, very limited.
Right. Very limited. So there are veterinary behaviorists that are board certified behaviorists. A lot of times, you know, part of their repertoire is, you know, pharmaceuticals if
Hmm.
needed. So sometimes they may be, you know, recommending that more than most integrative people, but you know, sometimes they can't find other solutions in some scenarios. But yeah, your average veterinarian is not able to really offer a lot of expertise in behavior management. So we know some, especially after practicing many decades, but not, you know, it's not like we're really versed in that.
You guys can't see this, but these two are licking up the dental
Oh.
additive.
Uh,
They're right below me.
oh. What are some signs of dental pain or dental suffering in our pets?
Dental pain,
Yeah.
yeah, well, uh, let's start with this. Sometimes none. Sometimes you don't, you know, that's one of the things that board certified veterinary dentists will say all the time is pets will eat through almost any dental pain, unless maybe they have stomatitis, which is angry inflammation of all the soft tissue and, you know, gingiva in the mouth, or, you know, maybe a broken jaw or something like that. But they could have broken teeth, they could have resorptive lesions, they can have, you know, all kinds of dental pain that would stop a human in its tracks. They could have a dental abscess. We'd seriously be walking around going, oh my God, and we'd be putting ice on our jaw until we could get to, you know, a dentist. And a pet will sit there and eat. So they don't always show you pain. So that's one thing that everybody, you know, really should be aware of. But they sometimes do show signs of pain. And that may be that they're chewing on one side and not the other side. It may be that they're not wanting or refusing certain items that are hard or things that they would normally eat or chew on as a you know chew toy or something like that. Also, like if they're teeth grinding or moving their mouth around, kind of you know moving their jaw oddly, you know sometimes you'll see them do that. That could be a sign of dental pain and even TMJ stuff or inflammation anywhere around there. And then pawing at the mouth, you know, or maybe even, I mean, some pets rub just to clean their face, but, you know, rubbing or pawing at the mouth could also be signs of pain. And then sometimes it's just lethargy and they're just not acting themselves because they're in pain. And the thing is, a lot of times people, pet parents don't necessarily notice or really, you know, super aware of it because the pet will gradually sort of lose their normal energy level and that kind of thing. And what we get to hear routinely, which is such a beautiful thing, is that after a pet goes in for a dentistry procedure, you know, under anesthesia to, you know, address anything that is going on, at the follow up a few weeks later, the most common comment is, "Oh my gosh, my pet has more energy. I had no idea that they weren't feeling good until we took care of the problem. And now, in hindsight, I can tell because they are so much different after their dentistry. They're much more lively. They're feeling better, etc." So sometimes it's just enough pain that they don't really show you, but they're slowing down, and you don't really realize why. So, and a lot of people say, oh, my pet's slowing down, they're older. And my mind's sometimes thinking, well, I wonder how much dental disease has to do with that, you know? So there's other factors that slow people down, but that's definitely a big one.
That is one of the best kind of overall synopsis of the problems with dental health and what people can observe, because it's really hard to observe.
Right. It
And
is.
you know you have to go. So thank you for your time. We really appreciate it. What we're gonna do is kind of open up the lab.
Yep, that
Happen.
sounds good. I
And
will head out and say bye to y'all.
cheers. Cheers.
Thank you. Take care, everybody. Keep rocking it.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, Mary, we're going to go to the lab and we're going to turn around the phone so that they can see it not on delay.
Okay.
All right, watch it. I think this has been going so well. It's so great. Everyone loves us. Oh wait, look. I can put faces on you
Nobody's
guys.
talking smack.
Oh.
Face on me.
All right.
All right.
Is that a good frame, guys?
Yeah, we can see it.
All right. Let's get the lab on. Oh, Franklin.
I'm sorry about his acne.
Yeah, it was so horrible. And his ears were just full of black gunk. And this is
It's
since he was 9 weeks old.
Hi, guys.
hello.
Hi. We thought we would show you some new things that we're doing around the lab, some of the cool stuff that we get to do. So, right now, we're doing a lot of the fecal testing. So, our little doggy biome. I think we're looking for someone to do a cat sample. If anyone wanted to send us their cats, that might
Not
be.
cats, right?
No, their
Oh,
cat's
just their-
poo. No,
Well,
just
that's
the poo. Just the
fine
poo.
that at all.
But it comes with like a little swab here, gloves because it's poo. And then you even get like a, send home thing where it's prepackaged. So it's really super easy. And then you get to find out some cool stuff about your cat's mouth and what's growing and what's happening in there and maybe how great teeth is helping it.
Mary, you should think about using that kit. We should test him and
Okay.
see if it is cutie bacterium and watch the levels of it go down.
Yeah,
Have
absolutely.
you received?
Yeah, I used to rep kitty biome too and animal biome. So I love those guys. Shout out to them.
Yeah, they're great.
Have you received the kitty nip, the teeth nip,
Yes.
and
And he loves it.
prototype success, guys?
Yes. He just he devours everything. Anything that he can put in his mouth, it's delicious.
Well, that's
Sounds like me.
catnip.
Yeah, we're doing some formulation work here with Rodney.
Hi, Rodney.
Hey, how you doing? Long time no hear.
I know.
So yeah.
You're in Vegas, right?
No, I'm here. I'm here where you guys are. I'm in Buffalo, Minnesota.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, the cat ladies were from Vegas.
I know. I'd like to say, yeah, Buffalo, Minnesota, great town. Honestly, I'm lucky I know where St. Paul is even. So, yeah, yeah, I'm trying to see how well the cat nip in a powder or in this brown form, how well it mixes with the Silver Vine and the P30. So I'm just trying to see which is going to give the better delivery experience, the powdered. But the finely ground does pretty good too. That's the thing. So, uh, also I'm thinking about whether or not we just get the Silver Vine from somebody already ground or just buy our own gall fruit, ground it ourselves and everything. That way, no, because the quality of it would be a lot better. I don't have to worry about people like putting tree bark and all that crap in here. I know what it is. Gee.
That's true.
Yeah.
Build a house.
Yeah, we're gonna get a greenhouse and we're gonna grow all sorts of things.
Silver vine.
Okay.
Silver vine.
Yeah, among other things, silver vine. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice. What else we've got? We've picked up some fecal samples.
Oh, I can show you. We got them from the zoo just the other day.
Sea samples. Okay. Are these from snow leopards and gorillas?
And orangutans.
Oh wow.
So we'll be testing immune markers and other biomarkers to look at their gut health when they're using teeth.
Are
My bad.
that are case controlled, right, with gingivitis and gut problems?
Mm-hmm. Oh, stinky.
They smell a little bit.
Oh,
Just one of the perks of working in the
Yeah,
lab.
Yeah.
that's in an air freshener tomorrow.
Yeah,
Hey,
we need a teeth air freshener so you can just breathe it in.
we'll work on that. We'll work on.
Yeah.
Hey, what kinds of uh like how are they taking the teeth? Are they taking it in oral gavage? Are they brushing their teeth with it? What are they doing?
Well, the seals were brushing their teeth with it, and now we're doing it where we put it in their water. So we get to kind of understand what delivery system does what and how best to help those certain animals because they're not humans. So, seals are going to act a little bit differently. Dosing is going to be a lot different for, a 900-pound gorilla. So, all things that need to be figured out. But
Yeah. We got to visit them all yesterday. They were doing great, and one of our orangutans, it was her birthday, so we've been, what was it, 36?
yeah, she was older than I was.
She was 36.
Yeah. So.
To be
how much is a 900-pound gorilla taking?
Well, less is more, so not as much as you would
Oh,
think.
okay.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot.
yeah, but, in our studies we found that like a Chihuahua has more oral microbes usually than a Great Dane, and yeah, so
Oh my
size of the host doesn't necessarily matter. There's a lot of other factors that go into oral.
Hmm. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
it's really cool stuff.
And it's all kind of related, isn't it? Aren't the species, I mean, you're kind of studying this and then but there's like a connectivity between all the species and their dental care. Is that correct? Would you say that?
We all have a microbiome in our mouth, no matter who you are. So, yeah, it might be a little bit different, but most of it is the same. And we've seen that it works kind of for all these different animals.
Yeah.
So, it's pretty cool to be able to translate human to help our little cats and dogs. And I don't think anyone owns a gorilla, but I'm sure, they're loving it too.
We
Well,
also, yeah.
the universal fact is the majority of these animals and humans are actually a fairly heavy carbohydrate diet on a regular basis. So we are just inundated every day and struggling with these harmful microbes that really are driven by sugar. So that's where our approach really comes in to redirect them, have them eat protein instead, which is healthier for overall oral health and systemic health.
Hmm. Yeah, we also learned that some of the gorillas we're studying are related with the same grandmother.
Yeah.
So that just might be a bonus.
Yeah.
Not saying anything definitive, but that just might be a cool bonus.
Super.
See how it's passed down, see what's similar and what's not.
Yeah, they're the ones we have donating their poo are cousins. So
Oh my gosh, cousin poo.
yeah,
Yes, I will donate my own.
yeah, they've consented. Yeah.
Family studies,
Mhm.
they tell you a lot.
Oh my gosh. Can you guys create something that will make me stop eating chocolate?
I don't, yeah, why would you want to do that? I love chocolate.
We do chocolate flavored on the human product if you
Yep.
need.
There
We can give you.
we go.
There you go. It'll be a supplement for that.
Yeah.
I need that. I have a sugar addiction. And like the kibble would be the equivalent, right, of a sugar addiction for a cat or a dog.
I know. Yeah. Basically, yeah. You nailed it.
Oh, what about wet food?
Look at the ingredients. Like if they have any fillers, a lot of the food manufacturers put fillers in that are carbohydrate to bulk it up. That's why, some of our criticism is actually one of the things that we're very proud about is we don't add filler products. Fillers are really bad.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna.
for what they pay, but what they don't understand is that we're not putting a bunch of extra stuff in it. It is literally the pure active ingredient,
Concentrated.
and a little goes a long way, type of thing. So
Yeah, and so and you're right. Like the I can't tell you how many animals are starting to really crave carbohydrates. Like my old cat Murphy. Yeah, this one totally. But my old cat Murphy would he Doritos because he wanted the corn, and I'm just like, what the heck is that about? Now I know a lot more
Oh my
about that.
god.
Cat want chips, but
Yeah,
you know
my cat really likes Cheerios.
that good go.
So
Hmm.
as we're sitting here, what about this stuff? This is bad, isn't it? Yeah.
Temptations.
oh,
Read the ingredients.
It says chicken byproduct meal, ground corn, animal fat, preserved with mixed tocopherols, wheat flour, and then a whole bunch of stuff I can't pronounce.
Yeah, you nailed a couple carbohydrates there.
so there's your answer.
So can you give them like this doesn't work, but what about like a carrot or something?
Yeah.
Is that better?
My dog won't go near carrots or vegetables, sadly, so I have to hide them in like scrambled eggs or, you know. But that's just him.
Vegetables are good though. I mean, again, it's like our technology is prebiotic, and it's a different kind of prebiotic, but vegetables are prebiotic in nature. They feed good bacteria. They're healthy, lower on the carbo spectrum, but nonetheless, they're healthy for you.
But you know, these are no carbs, no just animal protein and teeth concentrate. So if you want to give them a treat and reward them, this is better for dental.
Okay.
But some folks really like to give harder things for chewing, and I get that. The secret though that we're finding, and this is both on the human side and the pet side, is that the act of brushing or the physical removal of plaque and tartar lasts. It's not lasting. So what we're finding is what really is lasting is if you can turn all those microbes in the mouth into their own little microbial toothbrushes that eat away at the debris and clean the teeth naturally. I mean, historically,
okay.
that's occurred since the toothbrush was created, which is only recent.
Huh. So, I could stick this in something else, couldn't I? As a treat.
Yeah, you can get it wherever you want.
Yeah.
I sprinkle it on my dog's toys, like the stuffed toys, because she loves ripping them apart. Instead of ripping it, then she'll just sit there and lick it. So I don't have to buy a million toys. She'll just keep licking that one. And that way it also goes a little bit further. Because if I just give
That's
it to
a
her
great
plain, she's like,
idea.
I want more. So I put it on that, and then hours go by and she's still licking.
Yeah, because Franklin can, in one lick, he can take the total eighth of a teaspoon.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
like,
That's some. Sorry, I'm just going. I'm trying to be funny. I'm not entertaining, guy. I'm a nerd. So
Yeah, or just on wet food too. My cat doesn't like it in the water. I don't know what susses her out about it. I think it's like a little bit of a color change. But if I just put it on her wet food, she doesn't notice, and there she is. So
yeah, there's the vitamin B6 is in the active form, which is what's needed for the microbes to take it up really quickly and be hyper bioactive, and
okay.
so that's yellow in water.
Well, that's the cool thing about it is you can be creative with it.
mhm.
I mean, in bone broth, put it in whatever.
Yeah.
It being administered daily, you're gonna see benefits. So.
Mhm.
Yeah, a little bit goes a long way, but daily is more important.
All right, with that, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure, and thank you for showing us the lab. You're a rock star. Love you.
Yes, let us know what else you want to see in the lab. We're here every day, so we
I
can
mean, what a fun party, you guys.
teach you anything. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for creating this. all
really
of your things. You're doing so much good work in the animal space, and it's so innovative. And I'm really so happy that I get to work with you guys.
same. We appreciate all of you. Yes. All right. Thanks, you guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
How do we turn this off?